CUE is our Cadillac user experience. What that really means is this is how our Cadillac customers will be interfacing with their vehicles in the future, starting with XTS and then following with ATS. What CUE is comprised of is this 12.3-inch reconfigurable display. This is our brand new Cadillac 4-spoke steering wheel. You have a 5-way controller. You have natural voice rec, so you don't have to give specific commands anymore. You can talk very conversational and
natural.
Very natural, and the system will recognize that. Now, at the heart of the system, you have this piano black integrated center stack. There's a lot of industry first here. You have a capacitive touch display, so you're using an iPhone there. So iPhones, tablets, iPads, a lot of them use a very similar technology, if not the same capacitive touch technology. What that enables for our system, CUE, is I can just gesture through pages of apps. At the moment I only have 2 pages, but you can get the idea there. The idea is I can download more apps to fit my needs in the future. Alright, now if I enter into the other thing with a capacitive touch system is it's extremely easy to use the system. Extremely intuitive. I'm not fumbling around with controller or trying to find the enter button. All I have to do is reach out and touch the icon that I want. You also probably notice you have nice large icons, minimal text, very simple on the driver to look at, minimal graphics layout. The other thing you'll notice here, if we give it a few seconds, probably a minute, but the application tray at the top of the display in the interaction bar actually will hide themselves. And that allows our Cadillac customers not to be overwhelmed with too much information at one time. So they've actually retuned this recently, and I think they added too much time to it, but it will start to fade out here.
Now the apps, these are independent of any phone? In other words, you don't have to use your phone to load the apps?
Right. Actually, I think what we're showing here is our default apps, but the idea is you can download other apps. You can pair up to 10 Bluetooth devices. And I think in the near future, I believe they're going to be announcing more things with how the apps are going to work.
But I'm just saying, like other systems, it's like the apps are technically on your phone, and when you plug your phone in, they just interface with that. Yeah. These are completely independent of your phone. So if I don't have my phone for whatever reason, Pandora is still there.
Right.
Yeah. Excellent.
Now I also have 5 presets shown at the bottom of the display.
Mm-hmm.
The idea here is I can assign a lot of different things to these presets, not just XM, AM, FM. I can do contacts, I can do destinations. So it's a really flexible system. I can also move those around. So if I go back to the home screen, I can show you how customizable this. I mean, this is just an example, but if I wanted to move settings, if I'm using settings more often than anything else, all I got to do is hold that for a second, and I get this kind of window. So it's fully customizable. Back out of there. Same with the app tray. Same with the presets. I can have up to 60 presets.
Oh wow.
15 can be shown on the display at one time. All I have to do is drag up, and the presets reveal themselves. I can do up to 3 layers. If I work down the display, the other thing actually that you're not seeing in the video that I'm feeling, go ahead and touch the audio, for example. There you go. Did you get a little haptic?
A little bit, yeah.
You might have had a. Here, let me do. Just.
Oh, definitely. Yep, definitely.
That's our haptic feedback. So if you continue down the faceplate, all of these controls are capacitive touch, and all of them have haptic feedbacks as well. So we've integrated haptic actuators into the back of the faceplate. Now if I continue on down the display, at the bottom of the display I have this little capacitive bar. All I have to do is touch that. You can also see it goes dead from it. That reveals a 1.8 liter storage unit. We have a USB 2.0 port. Cool. The idea is in the future you'll be able to add flash updates and do all kinds of things to the system.
But you hide your phone, hide your iPod or whatever in there?
Absolutely. And then on the cluster side, now in addition to the presets, I do have 2 preset like a preset up and down, so I'm able to toggle through all of my presets. So the idea is I can customize this and set this up to suit my needs, and then I really don't have to take my hands off the steering wheel if I don't want. All I have to do is toggle through my presets. Now the other thing, so when I did that, you can see how my favorites pops up here. I only have XM3 and XM4 at the moment, but it's pretty easy to do that. In addition to that, I have these 3 menus that I can toggle between. So you can see the red highlight is toggling me through these menus.
Yep.
So CUE allows me to go through all these different applications or bring up whatever information really is important to me. So it gives me a lot of flexibility. I can bring up nav information, what else do I have here? Trip information, vehicle information, all of my core apps, no problem. In addition to that, CUE offers something really unique. I can go into my settings and I can reconfigure the whole layout of the cluster. So right now you're looking at our traditional layout. Mm-hmm. This is a pretty common
3-gauge.
3-gauge cluster. It's kind of an analog look, analog style. I can actually change to like a performance layout if I want. It animates over. Really unique. I can change to a enhanced layout. So this is really for a power user. You get a 3D map in the upper left. I can go over to back out of that. I can go and bring up again vehicle information, trip information. I can bring up whatever core apps I want in these menus. There's a menu over here to the right. So this is kind of our like I said, our power user. You know, if you want a lot of information at one time, this is the layout for you. And then in addition to that, so I said there's a simple layout for the user that just wants a big digital speedo. I have the enhanced layout, the traditional, and the performance. So you have 4 layouts at the moment to choose from.
Nice. And this is the XTS.
This is actually the SRX.
Oh, SRX. Okay.
So you get the 4-spoke steering wheel. But all of these components will be available in XTS. XTS will be the first vehicle with the CUE system available. So I guess to summarize, CUE has capacitive touch technology, haptic feedback, proximity. You get a storage bin behind the faceplate, so a nice thin capacitive faceplate allows for the storage bin. You get the 12.3-inch reconfigurable display. I can change my layouts. I have natural voice rec. So we are anticipating this HMI system to leapfrog our competition. We hope that it proves to be the most intuitive HMI solution on the market.